Well, hello. How are you today? Have you ever wanted to be a king or a queen and boss everyone around? Maybe you do that already. Well, today's story is about a king who could make his sheep all do whatever he wanted, but he couldn't make them like him. Maybe being a king is not so great. Come with me and we'll see what happens to King Pig by Nick Bland. King Pig by Nick Bland. King Pig. King Pig. Looks like very long grass. King Pig could never understand why the sheep didn't adore him. They were always complaining about one thing or another. I wonder why. That doesn't look so comfortable, does it? They hardly ever smiled, and when they did, King Pig thought they were teasing him. Look at that. They're really just laughing at the little bird, aren't they? They never listened properly, no matter how loudly he shouted. And the harder he tried to get their attention, the more they ignored him. Because he was the king, he could make the sheep do whatever he wanted. What's going to happen there? Oh no, off they go. Whenever he pleased. What are they cleaning the eggs off the tower now? In the middle of the night? That doesn't look like fun. But he just couldn't make them like him. The big poster of him, they were like more interested in just giving each other flowers. Maybe they would like me more if I looked fancier, said King Pig. For that he would need a lot of fancy new clothes. But who could he get to make them? King Pig woke up the sheep and invited them into his nice warm castle. Oh, that's very generous of him, isn't it? They look very tired. Looks a little cool. And there he slept while the sheep went to work. They gathered up every last snippet of their wool, and they knitted all through the night until the king had his pile of fancy new clothes. Oh dear, look, there's not much wool left on them. So they're all going in and getting dyed, and then they're getting all their wool being sucked off them. In the morning, King Pig was ready to prance. He looked, got the music on, spectacular. He was ferocious. He was fearless. He was the best dressed king in the kingdom. Oh, that looks very fancy, doesn't it? And looks like a lot of wool too. But when he stopped to take a bow, nobody was watching. Nobody was cheering. Nobody was adoring him. What do I have to do to make you like me? Maybe you could try being nice, said a little voice. But I thought I was being nice, said King Pig, and he went inside to sulk. That night, King Pig couldn't sleep. He felt something he'd never felt before. He felt sorry. Then at last he thought of something nice he could do for the sheep. Oh, poor King Pig. He worked through the night and into the morning. By sunrise, he was ready to say sorry in the only way he could think of. Oh, look, I wonder what he's doing there. He's got his little helper. It wasn't perfect, but all the sheep agreed it was a pretty good start. Ah, look, they're all got their little, what they look like, dressing gowns. The king's made them all dressing gowns. Oh, that was very nice. There we go, King Pig by Nick Bland. Well, there you go. King Pig found out doing something for others is the first step in getting people to like him. I think they really started to warm up to him, especially in their little woolen dressing gowns. If you like this story, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing so I can bring you my next special book. And remember, be spectacular and be kind.